Ever wish you could star in an 80s sci-fi B-movie? The one with eerie government labs, cheesy yet fun dialogue, and the right amount of mystery? Well, Deepest Trench has got it covered. It's an exploration game with puzzles, a boss fight, and even a submarine to pilot. But is it worth your time? Let's dive right in. Fine, I'll go get my coat. Deepest Trench is a fun little game that feels like a throwback to a better time in gaming. It's an exploration game developed and published by Favor Games. Full disclosure, I received a free copy from the devs via Keymailer. There were no restrictions placed on what I can and cannot say. No money has changed hands. It's a very story-driven game, so I'll keep this spoiler-free. Everything I mention about the plot comes from entry cutscenes 2 minutes or so into the game. No worries. Deepest Trench borrows heavily from late 80s, maybe early 90s, American B-movies. You are sent to investigate a government facility that has gone dark. The twist? You start off as a typical divorced couple. Very pleasant, jolly, and fun to be around. Not.
Listen, save the small talk. I'm sure both of us would much rather be somewhere else right now. So unless it's related to this mission, let's keep the talking to a minimum.
I've been great.
200
Thanks
IQ
for asking.
Do not get divorced. By the way, you get to kill something so ugly that I saw a bit of myself in it. Surprisingly, this works very well in the context of the game. It doesn't take itself too seriously, nor lean into the cringe very much. Gameplay-wise, it's very solid. It's a welcome change of pace from the AAA slop that's designed to grab your $70 and run from the hills. You solve puzzles, discover what's going on in the facility, and even get to drive a sub more than once.
Not like it would matter much now anyways. Things have ended for over 2 years now. I've had time to heal and let it go.
Progression includes new tools and
Pretty
new fancy
sure we're
suits.
gonna use the saw for
Collectibles
this.
are fully voice acted, and that's not even the whole of the things you can find in the game. But I'll leave the discovery up to you.
Day 32. Nancy gave me a calendar clock that helps me keep track of the days, finally. We've made a lot of progress on the project. It's classified.
What's on offer is very well put together, even though it's the dev's first game. Deepest Trench does a very good job at hinting where you're supposed to go next. Oh, and by the way, the maybe slightly sarcastic and cringe-worthy banter between the characters is a very nice vessel for progression. You can see their relationship evolve as the game progresses, which is pretty nice. I played the game with a friend, and yes, you can close the doors behind each other and leave the other to die. No, we would never do that to one another.
Running low on
ever.
air here.
Promise. Visually, the game is unique and consistent. While you don't have AAA artistic value, the attention to detail is noticeable.
Did you see
One
that?
thing that stood out to me
See
very early
what?
on,
There's
well,
something
it
else
might be a
out
small
here.
thing, but each suit has a different oxygen port and an animation that comes with it. It's a small thing, but it shows the attention in the execution. The game isn't difficult, so it's a very nice choice to just pick up, play, and have fun.
Oh my
Though be
God.
careful, it can
There's
bite back at
massive
times, and when it
sharks
does,
in
it
this
bites back
section.
hard. The easy
There's
pick up
no
and play
way that
nature
was
of the
done from a
game
natural
made us too
disaster.
cocky, so
That
that's
looks
what happened.
like something big attacked it. What the hell is going on in here?
Curious about what's going on here yet?
The sooner we finish here, the better.
Surely there is only 2 sharks, right? There cannot be more than that. Well, maybe. Naturally, the events you've just seen did
Rob,
not lead
where
at
are
all
you?
to
Rob?
any blame being thrown around in
Rob?
laughter.
Maria,
Nope, not at
speak
all.
if you can
Let
hear
the
me.
record show that was not my fault. That's the version I'm gonna stick with. My one gripe with the game is that the characters are too chatty too often. They throw hints at you too soon. The devs made a game that's really worth exploring, and when we were just looking around, oftentimes one of the duo would chime in with something like, we should work together to solve this, as if the game assumes we were stuck. Other than that, it's pretty great. I played this in couch co-op and had no issues using 2 controllers. On the whole, it's a very well executed game that's worth your evening. Especially if you can grab it on one of its frequent discounts.